What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another draft recap. The Madison Mudkips are back in Emerald League, and we're on a revenge tour this year. We went 0-6 last year. That ain't gonna happen this year. So, draft recap. So, we had 11 Mons, and we could pick and they're split up into 5 tiers. We could pick 2 tier 5s, 2 tier 5s, 3 tier 4s, 3 tier 3s, 2 tier 2s, and then 1 tier 1. So yeah, let's get into it. So first off, my tier 1 pick was a Suicune. So I had the first overall pick in the draft, and I did not pick my tier 1 first. I waited a few rounds to get my tier 1 because I wanted to get my base first. But Suicune, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with Suicune. I don't think I'm gonna do much of anything. Could maybe set up some manual rain for one of my later picks, but Suicune, I just took Suicune as what I thought was the best available. So yeah, Suicune was my tier 1 pick. Now we're going on to the tier 2 pick. Is Sylveon. So my original tier 2 pick was actually Breloom, but looking at my team, I realized Breloom's not going to do all that much for me. I'd rather drop it and pick up something else. So that's why we have Sylveon. Sylveon's a solid mon. It's always good to have a good fairy type, and it can put in some work. You throw it can set up screens and reflects for you. You could also go hyper offensive with it by putting like a throat spray on it, and yeah, you can just do a lot of fun stuff with Sylveon, but not as much fun stuff as you can do with my other tier 2 pick, just Toxtricity. I think I've had Toxtricity in 2 out of the 3 draft leagues that I've done so far. I actually picked Toxtricity with my number 1 overall pick because I love this mon. It's a very special attack. It's very specially attacking focused mon. It's just put in so much work for me, it's put in so much work for me in any game I've ever used it in. So I just love Tox. That's why he was my number 1 pick. All right, moving on to the tier 3s now. Clodsire. Clodsire's a tanky wall, and I love him. I love his face. I love how derpy he is. He's just the best. Yeah, there's not much else to say about him. He's just funny, and I love him. Next we got Hisuian Braviary. Looking at this mon and the moveset and the abilities that it gets, I thought it was so dumb that he fell to wherever he was. I don't remember exactly what round it was. Let me just do a quick little look. You guys can enjoy the nice chill music. Is it copyright free? I have no idea. But you know what? I don't have that many subscribers, so it doesn't really matter. What round did I get him in? I got Hisuian Braviary in round 6. This mon is stupid for falling to round 6. It's too good. Anyways, I'm gonna put in work with this. Anyways, moving on to the next tier 3 pick, Diancie. I was like, I needed something with Diancie, and then I looked at its move pools, and I realized, wait, this thing gets rocks and spikes. So yeah, Diancie is gonna be my rocks and spikes person. Not really much else to it. I think it's funny to use a legendary Pokemon legendary or mythical Pokemon as your rock setter. So that's exactly what Diancie's here for. The next mon, Wo-Chien. A lot of the teams that we're facing are very physically are very physical attack oriented teams. So Wo-Chien's Tablets of Ruin weakens the attack, or weakens the attack stat of every Pokemon around it by 0.75 times. So therefore, Wo-Chien is freaking goated. It can also set up screens and reflects, and with Giga Drain and Ruination just doing 50%, or doing 50% of their HP anytime it hits. That's kind of stupid. And then Giga Drain to get the health back that you lost from a quad weak bug move. I think that's pretty good. Now we're gonna move on to the next tier 4 pick of Hisuian Typhlosion. So my thought with the Hisuian Typhlosion when I drafted it was, I need a fire type. Or I need a fire type / I need a ghost type. And Hisuian Typhlosion fits that bill perfectly with its special move. I forgot what it is, but it's pretty good. Not a lot of thought went into this pick. I was just like, I see fire type, I see ghost type, perfect. So next we're gonna move on to one of what I think could be the potential steal of the draft in Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri is a water dragon type with Storm Drain, so it doesn't. I forget what Storm Drain does, but it's good. It also is a rapid spinner. To have a spinner with like 120 base special attack down in tier 4 is stupid. It's so stupid. But I'm glad Tatsugiri fell to me. I think in literally the 10th round. People are gonna regret not drafting this thing, because spoiler alert for my week 1 game, it puts in work. Anyways, now we're gonna move on to the tier 5s, and the tier 5s are also the Terra captains. So what we're doing for Terra this season is it's an open Terra format, which means that you don't have to declare what specific type you don't have to declare what specific type your Terra captain is going to be. So let's say Tatsugiri was my Terra captain, I wouldn't have to say before the season even started, I want Tatsugiri to be Terra Steel, Water, and Ice. I can just roll up to my match with Tatsugiri saying, oh yeah, by the way, Tatsugiri, he's Terra Fairy, so have fun dealing with that. So yeah, open Terra, which means that Miss Drevis with Levitate is going to be kind of dummy as a Terra Electric Mon. Yeah, that's kind of the only reason I picked it, was for Terra Electric Levitate. I think I could do funny stuff with it otherwise, but that's pretty much what I'm thinking with it right now. And then for the final pick, you know him, you love him, but he went and trained this offseason. Starly went and boosted himself up to a Staravia. Staravia was not originally on the draft board. I had to convince the commissioner. Well, convince in quotation marks. Convince the commissioner to let me draft Staravia, because I think he was gonna let me have Starly, but Staravia is, obviously the next step up. It's better. Staravia took that stuff personally from last season, going 0-6. He went out and he built a brand new team, a team that's gonna go all the way to the finals. Yeah. So anyways, that's the full team. I do have Starly just chilling out in the corner here because he's gonna be watching on. Yeah. Full team. So just to recap, we have Suicune. Wait. Just to recap, I'm just gonna go through and tell you what when I picked everyone. So first round pick was Toxtricity. Second round pick was Breloom, which I turned into Sylveon. Then my third round pick was Clodsire. Fourth round pick was Suicune. Fifth round pick was Wo-Chien. Sixth round pick was Hisuian Braviary, and the seventh was Diancie. And then round 8 was Hisuian Typhlosion. Round 9 was Misdreavus. Round 10 was Tatsugiri, and round 11 was Staravia. So anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope this team will absolutely cook this season. I need it to cook. Yeah. Catch you guys in the next one.